everyone, I have finally arrived here at the venue where BizBash and Connect Marketplace is taking place, Huntington Place. And I'll tell you right now, this is an absolutely gorgeous venue. And I can see Canada across the water from here as well. We'll show you some footage of that. But I'm joined here by Greg and Karen. Thank you so much for joining me. So Greg, you're the Director of Sales and Business Development, I think it was?
I am.
Amazing. And Karen, you're the boss, we called it, the general manager here at the venue.
Yes, I am. I love it.
One of the things that you mentioned to me when we sat down and just had a quick pre-chat was that, you know, one of the things that makes you stand out here is the diversity of your workforce at Huntington Place. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. So basically with our management team, about 56% of our managers are women, which is very unheard of in this industry.
Yes.
It's such a heavy male-dominated field, so we're so proud of that fact. And then about 54% of all of our staff are minority. So we have such a great diverse mix of people here, and it truly is our superpower.
Yeah, and you know, I said to you as well, I like Detroit is such a diverse city. I've been here less than 24 hours and I can see it already. It's that one of the things that makes Detroit special as a place as well.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The people here really are welcoming. I mean, we feel like maybe we're a bit of an underdog, you know.
Yeah.
Detroit's reputation maybe precedes us or, you know, comes before us, and then when people come here and they experience the city for themselves and they get a vibe, it's very unique, and and I think people are really proud to work here.
Yeah.
You know, they're proud of where they come from.
Yeah.
And we're a big sports town as well, so don't talk bad about our sports teams.
Well, I'm very excited to attend the baseball game later this week, so I'm excited to see it. So tell me about the venue then. So obviously it's a very, very big venue. How many square foot? 6?
So we have in the exhibit hall area, it's over 723,000 square feet.
Wow.
Property wide, it's about 2 million.
Yeah, 2.4 million square feet in its entirety, you know, the public space
Everything.
and the meeting rooms and the ballroom and the act space, yeah.
And we're literally in downtown Detroit. Like, this is not outside, we are downtown.
Right in the heart of it. And I think what makes it unique is that the size of this building, we can fit 80% of all the convention center business out there in this building. So we really are made for conventions and trade shows and all of it.
Yeah, so you were, because you're the 16th largest convention center in the US, right?
Yes.
That's quite a statement. That's, you know, that's powerful. Which one is the biggest one? Just me for general interest.
Chicago is.
Is it?
Yep.
I would have thought it was somewhere in Las Vegas, right?
They're right behind it, between Chicago, Las Vegas, and Orlando. They're neck and neck.
Been to all three places. I feel very proud, very proud. So, and you went through a massive refurbishment worth $279 million, I think, in 2015. What did you do to the place?
Well, you know, where we're standing right now, these were actually two separate buildings. It was Cobo Arena to my left and Cobo Hall to the right. And so the two were joined. The arena sort of went away and we poured a mid-level floor and created the most dynamic ballroom in the state of Michigan. It's 40,000 square feet, and it's probably the biggest thing between Columbus, Chicago, and Toronto. At that size. We separated the buildings. We built this beautiful atrium. We opened up the south end of the building, and it's so key because we have this gorgeous asset right at our doorstep, the Detroit River. And so now it can be seen from so many different places in the center. So that was part of it. A lot also in the energy and efficiency. So we built a new kitchen, you know, state-of-the-art kitchen, you know, new elevators and escalators, new air handling units. And that, in that, I know sounds kind of strange, but that also got us on the road to a more sustainable future by, you know, kind of swapping out some of the older gear for some of the newer gear. It's much more efficient. And that's an important.
Absolutely, and it helped us get LEED Gold certification, which is so important in this industry, and just as something that is giving back to our community and making us better for the future. So we're so proud of being LEED Gold, and we're getting recertified right now and we just want to get to platinum over the next couple of years. That's our grand goal, because it really makes a statement.
I love that. Sustainability and diversity, the key things that we talk about in this industry, right? And you got them both nailed.
Absolutely.
So how has things changed? Like, obviously I say post-pandemic because I to some extent I feel we're post-pandemic, but we're still obviously, you know, in it to some extent. Cases are rising and things like that. How has things been for you coming out of the pandemic, I guess?
Well, we definitely had the challenges, but what was wonderful is when we couldn't focus on our mission, you know, about economic impact for the community, we focused on our social impact and what we could do for the community. So we were a vaccination site, we were a hospital, we were a food distribution center, we were
homeless food pantry.
Yeah, absolutely. So we did so many variety of things. COVID testing, all of it was here. And so coming out of that, though, in this last year, our fiscal year, we were able to do about 85% of the business that we did in 2019, which is phenomenal.
That's great.
Most centers are between 67 and 75% of the business they did in 19.
Yeah.
So we're definitely ahead of the curve, and just so proud. It's our team. They work tirelessly. Everybody's wearing multiple hats, but it's really making it happen.
Again, about the people, right?
Always.
You wouldn't be here without the people.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. It makes me happy to be here. And how has it been in Detroit? You know, like, is it, you know, because obviously you work very closely with Visit Detroit. It's as much about the city as it is about the venue, right? Like, how do you see the event scene in Detroit at the moment?
Shaping up. You know, I think it was tough coming out the beginning of this year, really. But you know, we've really been holding events since actually June 2021, sporadically. You know, kind of depending on where we were with things outside of us. And you know, I think the city, you know, has taken a bit of a hit in just that. We've just between three companies, there's about 75,000 people working downtown between General Motors and Rocket and Blue Cross Blue Shield. All these folks, you know, actually physically had offices here, and you know that we've seen that shift away a little bit. So from a transient or business travel, you know, standpoint, we've seen that fall off a bit. We've seen some restaurants close. We've seen some shops close.
Of course.
We know we know that the entertainment business, you know, live events and you know the hotels suffered greatly. But you know, we're on the rebound, and what's exciting is that you know we're seeing almost all the restaurants that had closed sort of open up, and if it's not them opening up, it's a new restaurant and it's a new retail opportunity. And I think we're sort of reimagining it. You know, Karen is, you know, most recently from San Diego, but she lives downtown. She just moved into a sweet new loft, you know, only about 1.5 miles from here in Corktown, which is a very, very bustling kind of sub area of downtown. And we see that. I think we're going to see a shift to a lot more residential, because we've been on the rise. I mean, there was barely any apartments. You know, around 19, you couldn't find an apartment downtown. It was very difficult, and that hasn't changed that much.
Yeah,
so,
that's interesting. We actually were wondering about that when we had dinner last night. We were in downtown and we were like, oh, we wonder if this is residential, but it's maybe not that much then. No,
not as much as we'd like.
Right,
I think.
and they're starting to convert a lot more of it.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful downtown because it looks like a 1940s movie set. They have the beautiful architecture. That's what I love about the downtown piece.
Yeah.
But I also think what's helped us is having the arena and the sports facilities right downtown.
Yeah.
So when people go to a baseball game, a football game, a concert, they're all right here. And so it just adds to that ambiance.
Yeah.
Love that.
And that's true as well, right? Because normally, like, stadiums would be on the outskirts or something as well, but everything here is in downtown.
Right here. Absolutely.
Yep.
And so one of the things that I've seen so far within my 24 hours in Detroit so far, it's the art scene, right? It's very famous for its art. And when we walked in here, there was a great sculpture of Joe Louis, the boxer, the fist, who I tried to fist bump, didn't go that well. But, you know, so is that a big part of your venue as well? Is sort of, you know, making sure you represent that as well?
It is indeed, and we have an art committee here, and we have one of our board members chair the art committee, and we're pretty serious about trying to promote local art, particularly. Just to the left of me is a 30,000-pound fresco. It's not a mural, it's a fresco done in the same style as Diego Rivera. We house one of the most important pieces of Rivera that there is in the world right now. We house it, and I say it's most important because it's inside. It's not subject to being painted over like the Rockefeller Plaza was, or earthquakes or things like that. And it's done in the same style. And this gentleman, Hubert Massey, who created that fresco, studied under the people that worked for Diego Rivera while he was in Detroit.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. But also, we have art throughout the center, and it's probably 90% local artists. In fact, we're going to unveil a piece of sculpture outside in front of the building on the 17th of August. It's been almost 3 years in the making.
Wow. There was something covered.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
top
it.
tip for everyone. You get news here from InEvent before anyone else.
Points, yeah,
Can I
go.
go and peek? Am I allowed?
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'll get arrested. No, that's amazing. When did you say 17th of August?
Yes. Yep. And it's called the Citadel, and it's just a beautiful piece. We can't wait to have everybody see it because we think it's going to end up being like this selfie,
moment.
Piece. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that's when you know you're in Detroit. And we just love that, being part of that.
And there's other pieces of art. There's a sculpture here by Carl Millis called The Spirit of Transportation, and it's actually a Native American in a canoe. And they thought the Macaulay family, whose husband was the president of Packard Motor Car, out of business in 1955, they commissioned him to do this piece, and it was a big hullabaloo because there wasn't a car in it. But Carl Millis was a naturalist, and he saw, first people here, and he saw, there was a life before the modern automotive business, and so it was it's a beautiful piece. And he's a really world-renowned sculptor. It's great.
Driving around the city, you'll see beautiful murals all over the buildings, and it's so authentic to Detroit, and they're just breathtaking, and they're everywhere.
And
so
I have noticed.
It's fresh. I know you filmed the segment earlier in Eastern Market. There's over 100 murals in Eastern Market. I mean, it's just great, and those aren't just like people in our own backyard. These are people from Australia, Spain, Japan, Italy, who all come in for these festivals and paint all these murals. It's really exciting.
When we were there filming, actually, there was a guy on a motorbike who stopped and asked me to take a photo of him because his friend had painted one of the murals we were filming by.
Perfect.
That was really lovely, I thought, right? You're just standing
That's a
here.
Detroit story for you. Right? Nobody's too far separated.
No.
And you kind of know somebody who knows somebody. It's a little bit like the event business.
That's true. We were just talking about it before. Your catering partner, I used to work for them before, right?
Fabulous.
Didn't know. So, to finish this segment off, why should people come to Detroit and Huntington Place to do their events?
Well, I think I think we maybe have our own spin. You ladies first, really.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is they can get everything in one intimate package here in Detroit, because it is such a walkable city, and the building has everything you need. If we can fit 80% of the events in here, that's phenomenal. But we also do it with free Wi-Fi throughout the building. We are very tech advanced in this building, and so we have so many of those crucial elements that make a show successful. Yeah. But we also have the ability to walk out after your convention and go grab a great dinner, or go see a show, or go to a sporting event. And so that's what really makes it special. It's all right here, walkable, right in the heart.
Amazing.
And I think from my perspective, what I found with a lot of groups is like they feel like if they meet here, they can help make a difference and help change the city and leave a bit of a legacy. And I think there's really truth in that, right? A lot of people, understand that the city is, economically in some ways, needs some help, or socially needs some help. And, groups oftentimes will come in and do a volunteer project, get out in the community and see it. They'll connect, they'll use vendors in the community who have, there's a great transportation vendor and, you know, great catering partners and great venues throughout the city that are just so unique and really fun. And I think it resonates with people a lot. When they come here, they're like, I'd have never thought. We always say, sort of, if we can get them here, we can get them here. And,
that's the truth.
And I think that's absolutely the truth.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next few days. I'm here for another, oh my God, where are we today? Are we Monday, right? Yeah. I don't even know anymore. 5 more days. So I've got a lot to experience. People, diversity, culture, sustainability. I love it. Thank you so very much, Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Karen. So don't worry, you will all see much more about Huntington Place over the next couple of days, because I will still be filming my videos where I walk around the venue and show you what we're up to here at BizBash and Connect Marketplace. So we'll see you very soon. Thank you.